Guys, welcome. The first match of the night. I do not need that. We are going to be having a Terran versus Protoss, spawning in the bottom right position as the blue Protoss player. I actually don't know what the situation right now is with the Zubu, but it is San. I try not to act like I know stuff that I don't know anything about. But yeah, San from a Zubu, and his opponent in the top left position as the red Terran player from, actually I think the STC is on, actually don't even remember where he is anymore. Some players have really been shifted around. I feel like I know where he is, but I don't know. I'm just an idiot. It's the STC. He's on complexity. I'm fairly certain. It's just, there's been so many shifts going around. I haven't actually had a chance to cast these guys, but yeah, he's complexity. And this is going to be hopefully a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to this. Haven't really had a chance to cast too much Korean StarCraft lately, so of course you can tell I'm going to nerd out a little bit. I'm going to really enjoy myself, and hopefully you guys enjoy these games as well. This is of course the IEM New York City Qualifier. This is the Korean Qualifier. So this is the Korean and Taiwan. Of course, I believe San is Taiwanese, and NOS, STC of course is Korean. I keep looking at the NOS tag. NOS is a pretty big practice clan in Korea. It's where a lot of players get together and basically just practice with each other endlessly. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber, or at least one of them. If you guys have heard of like Korean practice groups, I'm actually a part of it, which is why I think it's so. I'm paying so much attention to it because it's kind of neat. San and STC both in the same practice group. Now the probe's going to come up here and try to harass. We've had a gas opening from the STC, and now San's actually opened up really normally. He hasn't done anything weird at all. Just a regular gateway opening. There's not even an SCV to worry about blocking an expansion. So this probe for San is going to look around. He sees this timing, sees that factory startup, and by knowing the timing of the gas, when you're facing a particular build like this as a Protoss player, it tells you a few things that you can look out for, which could be the very fast Widowmine drop. There's the possibility for there to be something along the lines of a very fast Hellion Marine push. There's actually a lot of options. If you guys have ever seen me play, this is a style I go with pretty much every single game, but this is where things get interesting. He makes a single Marine and goes straight for the reactor. So with the reactor this early, what we could be seeing out of the STC is just pure Marines. Could see him just basically power out a ton of Marines, try to go for a large early force, or maybe even switch it onto the factory, but it looks like he wants to go straight for the Widowmine. Smart choice. The Mothership Core now out, of course. He's gonna check out, look for anything that might be coming his way. The SCV for the STC, wow, that just feels weird to say, is now going to be making its way over though, and he is going to be checking out this natural. He sees the Nexus, he's like, okay, you expanded, it's cool, man, you can expand. But yeah, he's got his own expansion coming up here. And what is very interesting to me in this instance is that the STC has done a very interesting maneuver. In fact, the last time I saw this type of play made by a Terran player against a Protoss was Bomber versus, I believe it was either Rain or First, and it was on Whirlwind, and he did a build where his gas first play was scouted out, and he instead built a single Widowmine, got a very fast reactor, and went for 3CC. And it's kind of interesting because you force a defensive play by scouting that out, right? He doesn't really have too many options other than to go for the robotics facility because he'll have limited detection otherwise, and it's a smart play from San to not take that big risk of getting caught with his pants down in regards to that detection. But it's nice for the STC because it lets him be really greedy, and getting away with this would be really, really sweet. The robotics facility coming before the gateways means there's very limited production available, and as we can see, San brings his units into the main. He's like, okay, where's the drop? I'm waiting for the drop. I'm waiting for you to try to bring a mine and some Marines in, but nothing yet. Now, these Marines will run into this probe. If the STC can find this pylon, he might be able to prevent a little bit of an attack that could come in. And it looks like he is going to find it. This is so crucial for the STC to kill this off. The two additional gateways are so close to completing, but without that warp gate, and well, I mean, without being done, really, he's not able to get a forward pylon positioning. And this is important because there's no bunker yet. We see it just now starting. The Widowmine is there to help defend, but without the bunker, it's very easy for gateway units, especially with the Observer that's now out on the field, to just bowl over that kind of defensive array. Now, we do have an Immortal coming out. The starport is on the way, and just Marines being powered out of Tech Lab, so we'll have a slightly later stim pack upgrade beginning. But I'm curious as to how this Immortal is panned out. It's not being chrono boosted, which is a very important tell. The lack of chrono boost on the Immortal, and now, as I say, that now he starts to chrono it. Depending on how much chrono he wants to commit to it, will show his intentions. We see that there are currently about 2 observers on the map. There's a pretty neat 5 sentry. Excuse me, I said it's like 2 or 3 sentries, mid-sentries. There's a neat little 5 sentry push you can do with some Immortals with some gateway pressure, but 2 Immortals now. This looks like this could be prepping for some kind of 2-base bust, and this is a smart decision versus the 3 command center play. Saying, okay, well, you already have your natural, you're moving this command center out, are you really going to try to take your 3rd base? And with this probe, this is actually going to be really difficult to hold. Oh, STC's moving units out onto the map. This greedy play might have been too greedy. Does scan and kill off the observer, but once he sees these forces coming, oh, he's going to walk right into it, and there's the sentries. They can use force fields to prevent these Marines from getting away, but does whiff on the 1 force field, so some of these guys will make it back. This is one of those moments where the STC says, oh, crap. Send another sentry. And the force fields are really going to be the game winners here for San, as he does look to just basically seal him off. Now, because he used the Guardian Shield earlier and that force field, he doesn't really have too many to stop the repairs, so it's going to come really down to the Immortal power. At the second Immortal, actually, where is the other Immortal? Did he cancel? No. For some reason, okay, there it is. Goodness gracious, I was looking for it on the minimap. Little dude was hiding. But now he's got 3 bunkers set up. Will the SCV be able to hold? Oh, he's just going to force off the SCVs, kill those off, then go for the bunker. Very smart play from San. Gets a really nice amount of workers killed there. 9 SCVs so far, but this is a triple command center build from the STC. There's no secondary assimilators in the natural. There's no additional tech. You must kill him with this push. Or STC is going to find himself in a great position. The one thing that is nice is he forgot to start his stim pack. Oh my goodness, he didn't get stim on that early Tech Lab, so STC stim has just started. This, I actually don't know what's going to happen in this game anymore, because this contain is so powerful. Breaking this contain without stim is going to be so difficult. He's bringing some of the Marines forward. He doesn't have anything like +1. Zealots trying to break the bunker will fall. Medivacs trying to scoop up those units, but there's nothing here to repair the secondary bunker. The 3rd bunker is going to be hindered. The SCVs can't get over there due to the time warp. They've been slowed down too much. These 3 Immortals, San is just going to press on in. And the STC is going to lose quite a few units. He is bringing everything over here. He does have this 1 bunker defended, but these 3 Immortals with so many, they still have their shields up. It's so difficult to kill them off. And, you know, I'm going to be frank with you. I think if he had started his stim pack when that Tech Lab was completed over here, if he had gotten the stim at the time, that he probably, in all honesty, would have won. And I think he could stim inside the bunker and defend that relatively easily. But since he could not, that will be a game 1.